Imagine standing at the edge of a raging storm, the waves crashing, the winds howling, and the rain pounding against you with fierce intensity. Yet, as the chaos surrounds you, a strange sense of calm begins to wash over you. You realize that the storm outside is nothing compared to the turmoil within, the doubts, fears, and anxieties that can make us feel helpless and overwhelmed. But what if I told you there's a way to find peace amidst life's tempests? A way to cultivate a mind that's resilient, focused, and unshakable, no matter what challenges come your way. This isn't a promise of a life without storms, but a guarantee that you'll have the tools to navigate them with courage, wisdom, and strength. For centuries, the ancient philosophy of Stoicism has been a guiding light for those seeking to master their minds and live with purpose. At the heart of this philosophy lies the wisdom of Seneca, a sage who understood the trials of life and the power of the human spirit. If you find value in our journey, hit the subscribe button and stay with me until the end. You're different from the majority. Consider yourself the exception. Together, we'll uncover 6 timeless lessons from Seneca that will transform your approach to life's challenges. Join me on a journey into the heart of Stoicism, where we'll explore how to find calm in the chaos, focus on what truly matters, and rise above the noise of the world. These lessons will empower you to live a life of resilience, virtue, and peace. So, are you ready to start your Stoic journey with Stoic control, where timeless truths meet everyday life? 1. Focus on one activity. Seneca's wisdom, "To be everywhere is to be nowhere," captures a crucial principle that's often overlooked in our modern rush to do more and be more. The idea of focusing on one activity at a time is central to Stoic philosophy and can transform how we approach our daily tasks. In a world that celebrates the myth of multitasking, we need to pause and reconsider the effectiveness of this approach. When we try to multitask, we're spreading our attention thin, which can lead to increased mistakes and decreased quality of work. We're like a candle burning at both ends, losing our intensity and effectiveness. By focusing on one activity at a time, we immerse ourselves fully in the task at hand. Whether it's a professional assignment, a personal project, or a meaningful conversation. This kind of deep work fosters a greater sense of accomplishment and satisfaction. The psychological benefits of focusing on one task at a time are significant. It reduces the cognitive load on our brains, minimizing stress and enhancing our decision-making capabilities. We are able to think more critically, solve problems more effectively, and create with greater clarity. As we practice this focused approach, we not only follow the footsteps of Stoic philosophers, but also align with the teachings of modern psychology, which suggests that our brains are not wired to handle multiple complex tasks simultaneously. Furthermore, focusing on one activity at a time allows us to cultivate a sense of flow, that optimal state of consciousness where we're fully engaged and immersed in the task. We lose track of time, and our work becomes a source of joy and fulfillment. The quality of our work and our life improves when we give our full attention to one thing at a time. We're able to produce work that we can be proud of, build stronger relationships, and live a more intentional life. So, how can we put this principle into practice? Start by identifying the most important task that requires your attention. Eliminate distractions by turning off notifications, finding a quiet workspace, or using a tool like the Pomodoro technique to help you stay focused. Set a specific goal for what you want to achieve and give yourself a deadline. Then, immerse yourself in the task, pouring all your energy into it. Take breaks when needed, but avoid multitasking. By doing so, you'll experience the power of focus and unlock a more productive, fulfilling life. 2. Practice philosophy to control your impulses. Seneca's insight, "All the greatest torments are the result of an undisciplined mind," reveals a profound truth about human nature. Our unchecked impulses can be the source of immense emotional turmoil and suffering. Stoicism teaches us that true freedom and happiness come from self-control and rational thinking. By becoming more aware of our impulses and the triggers that set them off, we can manage them in a way that aligns with our values and long-term goals. Practicing philosophy as a guide to controlling our impulses involves cultivating rational thought as a habit. We learn to critically examine our emotions and desires rather than simply acting on them. This doesn't mean denying our feelings or suppressing our emotions. Instead, we develop a deeper understanding of ourselves, allowing us to respond to situations thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. By integrating this Stoic principle into our lives, we build mental fortitude, develop emotional intelligence, and create space for more intentional decision-making. We learn to navigate life's challenges with greater clarity and purpose. 3. Stay prepared. Seneca's advice to rehearse them in your mind: exile, torture, war, shipwreck. All the terms of our human lot should be before our eyes might sound dramatic, but it highlights the importance of mental preparation for life's inevitable challenges. Stoicism teaches us to anticipate and mentally rehearse for the worst, not to fill us with dread, but to diminish the shock and pain when difficulties do occur. This practice is known as premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of evils. By visualizing challenging scenarios, we train our minds to handle stress and adversity with less panic and more poise. We develop a sense of resilience and preparedness, allowing us to respond to unexpected events with greater clarity and purpose. This Stoic practice helps us appreciate our current circumstances and makes our everyday problems seem less overwhelming. By staying prepared, we shield ourselves from the initial shock of adversity and quicken our recovery and adjustment periods. We become less reactive and more responsive, a subtle but powerful shift in handling life's uncertainties. Seneca's counsel helps us forge a mindset where we're not overwhelmed by adversity, but are fortified against it. 4. Voluntarily embrace hardships. Seneca's statement, "Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body," highlights the importance of challenging ourselves to build resilience. Voluntarily embracing hardships is not about seeking out suffering for its own sake, but about recognizing that growth often comes from discomfort. By deliberately choosing to face difficulties, we expand our capacity to handle life's challenges and develop mental toughness. This Stoic practice is not about being reckless or masochistic, but about being intentional and proactive. We can start small, taking on challenges that push us out of our comfort zones, like public speaking, learning a new skill, or taking on a new project at work. As we voluntarily embrace hardships, we develop a sense of self-efficacy, proving to ourselves that we can overcome obstacles. This builds confidence and reinforces our ability to handle future challenges. Moreover, embracing hardships allows us to develop a sense of detachment, recognizing that difficulties are an inherent part of life. We learn to separate our self-worth from external events and focus on what we can control: our attitudes, actions, and responses. By integrating this Stoic principle into our lives, we cultivate a growth mindset, embracing challenges as opportunities for growth and self-improvement. We become more adaptable, resilient, and better equipped to handle life's uncertainties. 5. Avoid self-victimization. Seneca's wisdom, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality," highlights the importance of perception in shaping our experiences. Self-victimization is a toxic mindset that can lead to powerlessness, resentment, and a lack of agency. By adopting a victim mentality, we surrender our control and autonomy, blaming external circumstances or others for our misfortunes. Stoicism teaches us to shift our focus from what happens to us to how we respond to what happens. We can't control external events, but we can control our attitudes, emotions, and actions. By avoiding self-victimization, we take ownership of our lives, acknowledging that our choices and responses shape our experiences. We develop a sense of personal responsibility, recognizing that we are the architects of our reality. Moreover, this Stoic principle helps us cultivate empathy and understanding for others. By acknowledging that we are not victims, we can approach challenges with a growth mindset, focusing on solutions rather than blame. Additionally, avoiding self-victimization allows us to develop a sense of gratitude, appreciating what we have rather than dwelling on what we lack. We learn to reframe challenges as opportunities for growth rather than threats to our ego or well-being. By integrating this Stoic principle into our lives, we break free from the constraints of victimhood, embracing a more empowered, resilient, and purposeful existence. 6. Spend time in solitude. Seneca's advice to retire into yourself as much as possible holds the key to unlocking the deepest secrets of our souls. In a world that celebrates external validation and constant connection, solitude can seem counterintuitive. However, Stoicism teaches us that solitude is the catalyst for developing self-awareness, reflection, and mental clarity. By spending time alone, we can quiet the mind and reduce mental noise, allowing us to reflect on our values, goals, and priorities. Solitude helps us develop a sense of self-awareness and introspection, which is critical for making intentional decisions and living a purposeful life. We can peel away the layers of societal expectations, revealing our authentic selves. Solitude also allows us to recharge and rejuvenate our energy, develop a sense of independence and autonomy, and foster a deeper connection with ourselves and our values. We can tap into our inner wisdom, gaining new perspectives and insights on life, leading to personal growth and transformation. Through solitude, we can develop a stronger sense of self, unshackled from external expectations. We can cultivate inner peace, calm, and clarity, and enhance our overall well-being, physical, mental, and emotional. We can gain clarity on our values, goals, and priorities, and develop self-discipline, self-awareness, and self-acceptance. Solitude fosters creativity, innovation, and problem-solving skills, and improves our relationships by being more present, authentic, and empathetic. By integrating this Stoic principle into our lives, we can develop a stronger sense of self, cultivate inner peace, and enhance our overall well-being. In a world filled with distractions and noise, solitude offers a powerful antidote, allowing us to tune into our inner wisdom and live a more authentic, meaningful life. As we conclude our journey through these 6 Stoic lessons, we're reminded that the greatest battles are fought within. The war between reason and emotion, discipline and desire, and fear and courage. But with each victory, we emerge stronger, wiser, and more resilient. We develop the mental toughness to navigate life's tempests, the wisdom to discern truth from falsehood, and the inner strength to stay the course. By embracing these timeless principles, we'll transform our lives from the inside out. We'll cultivate a sense of purpose that guides us through life's twists and turns, a sense of direction that keeps us focused on what truly matters, and a sense of calm that anchors us in the midst of chaos. We'll learn to see challenges as opportunities for growth, to embrace uncertainty with courage, and to find meaning in the midst of adversity. If you found value in our journey together, we humbly ask that you express your support by liking and subscribing. Your thoughtful reflections and insights are welcome in the comments below. Share this wisdom with others, and remember that true growth and transformation come from within. As we close this chapter on Stoic wisdom, we embark on a new journey, a journey of self-discovery, self-mastery, and self-actualization. A journey that requires us to confront our fears, to challenge our assumptions, and to push beyond our limits. But with each step, we'll move closer to the truth, closer to ourselves, and closer to the life we've always dreamed of living. The journey begins within. Let the transformation start now. Let us march forward with courage, armed with the wisdom of the Stoics, and emerge victorious in the battle for our best selves.